Hey YouTube comic community, this is Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I was recently on a road trip. And what do I always do when I leave town? I look for comics. It doesn't matter what I'm going out of town for. I mean, it's something that I enjoy doing. Is one is checking out other stores, and two is finding things that are not in my local area. This particular trip took me to Nashville and to North Carolina. And this is going to be part one of a two-part video, and we're going to talk about the books that I found in North Carolina. First off was Asheville Comics, and one thing that I did on this particular road trip is I took a selection of key issues with me, with the intent to trade, to see if what they had there was something that I was interested in, and whether or not they were interested in getting some books that they didn't have in their local area for trade. Asheville Comics doesn't have a large back issue catalog. They're mostly a new store, but they did have one long box of older bronze issue books, and then they had another selection of books that was not necessarily priced, which I didn't really appreciate, but was stuff that the owner said you're probably not going to be interested in. But lo and behold, I did find a few things that I was interested in. Primarily, we found some Wonder Womans. This is issue 288 and 268. Now, those of you who collect Wonder Woman know Wonder Woman issues are not necessarily easy to come by, no matter where you're actually getting them from. Also found a selection of bronze Justice Leagues that I was looking for. It's 149, 159, 169, 171. Let's pull those. And as well, 196 and 197. Now, again, I got each of these for about $2. Right, and they're all in solid condition, right? Nothing really below a 7.0 or anything of that nature. And then I also found these two books in there, which I also got for $2, surprisingly. This is Batman Family number 3. Certainly not worth $2, but it's what he was willing to take for it. And this issue here. Now, this is DC 100 Super Spectacular, and this is issue number 6. This is a $100 book. Now, why they didn't recognize that it was a $100 book, I have no idea, but it's about a VF condition. It's really in just fantastic condition all the way around. And yeah, so it's a big score for me. And they're in the box that they had, where they had like the bronze books and stuff like that, though I did find a couple of things. I found this guy here, Master Kung Fu number 21, which I think I got for about $15 or something like that. And this guy here, Daredevil number 81. Now, this is the first appearance of the Black Widow in the Daredevil books. From here going forward, she appears consistently, and around issue, I want to say it's 92, they changed the title to Daredevil and the Black Widow. Also found in that long box, Teen Titans number 48. For those of you who are not aware, this is the first appearance of Bumblebee becoming a Teen Titan, and she's featured later on in a lot of the books, as well as in the Teen Titans Go TV show. And then this book, again, I didn't pay a whole lot for because it's pretty trashed. There's obviously a lot of damage along the spine and everything, but I'll be able to put a clean and a press on it and probably triple my money on it, especially for what I paid, which was not a whole lot. Off the top of my head, I don't really recall, but I think it was like $10. So, again, not going to really fetch a whole lot of high price, but I will be able to clean it up and improve it and get that spine roll out, which will make it a lot nicer. Now, second store that I visited, and I will put it down in the marker below because I don't recall the name off the top of my head. They had a lot of back issues. So I was able to find some things that I was looking for, and specifically I was able to finish off my Iron Man run. With this one here, this is the 1999 annual from, I believe that's the third Iron Man volume. And this from the first Iron Man volume was the non-gold edition of issue 300, and finally issue 302, which obviously it's got Venom in it, so that's why it's going to be a pain to find. But now my Iron Man run is complete, from Iron Man Volume 1, issue 1 down to current. I have not finished off my Tales of Suspense run yet, but I am working on that, especially if you've seen my want list video. That's pretty high on the want list, is Tales of Suspense number 39. I did find this beautiful Xena cover of Vengeance of Vampirella number 21. A nice Greg Land Legion cover. This was probably my favorite part of the haul, at least from this store, was all of these beautiful early Fantagraphics Usagi Yojimbo books. It's issue 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. That's not going to fit anymore. 12, 16, 17, 20, 21, and 22 and 23. And these are just fantastic Stan Sakai Usagi Yojimbos from the original first series by Fantagraphics way back in the day. I'm not collecting the other ones. Well, I am picking up the current series, which has been really good so far. I've got omnibuses on the Dark Horse series, but I just love that early Fantagraphics run. It's only about 30-something issues. He's also got appearances in Critters, Turtle Soup, and of course the Albedo Anthropomorphics issue number 2, where his first appearance is. And eventually one of those days I'll go after that one. And they also had a number of keys. Here we go with Micronauts number 1. That's in really solid condition. I think that's a near mint. Devil Dinosaur number 1 here. I didn't have this book. It's a little bit rougher. It's got a little diagonal crease on it, but it's a good placeholder. We got Wonder Woman number 1, George Perez. Needs a press, but still in fantastic shape. My favorite part here was getting a couple of other Wonder Woman, some later ones. We've got a Adam Hughes, another one of those white covers, but just beautiful art. And issue 142 here of Wonder Woman, that is an Adam Hughes drawing, also signed by Adam Hughes and Bob McLeod. So that's pretty nice. And these were only $10 each. Son of Satan number 1. So that was the last of one of two that I needed to complete the run of Son of Satan. Still need issue number 7. This I was super happy to get, because this has been kind of it's been a hot issue. It's been a little difficult to track down, which is the last issue of Mockingbird, with her asking me about my feminist agenda t-shirt on there. That's been pretty hot for people, but I just thought it was a really cool Joelle Jones cover, and kind of dug it. And then coming down to it, the last with this one, Strange Tales number 122. Got a nice Doctor Strange cover appearance here. One of the last dozen or so issues of Strange Tales that I need from the Doctor Strange run. And then this was just absolutely beautiful. This was in their case. It's rough. It's a little beat up. The cover's detached, but it's a nice looking copy of Flash number 112. This is the first appearance of the Elongated Man. So this is definitely going to wind up going into a slab, if for nothing else, just to prevent it from getting any worse. But it was a good price. It's in really good shape, and it's going to look nice on a shelf. Well, that's it for part 1 of my road trip haul. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.